cabin coming, especially my bash plate, and you know, like no that can benefit the story on it, to be honest. Well guys, how's everybody today? I hope you all doing well. Welcome to another one of my backcountry exploring type adventures. So today I thought there's a little lookout coming up here I thought we would stop in at, and let me think, I've been up here for a while. There it is right there. There's also some old abandoned cabins around here. I think I was gonna go snap a couple photos with the nice shiny new bike, and always takes cool pictures by old, you know, buildings and structures and that. So yeah, you can see the conditions are absolutely dry. They don't get any drier, actually. It's literally been, I can't even remember, possibly months since we'd have any rain. But some of the smoke has moved out, which is awesome. I'm gonna have a little bit of water here and we will hit the trails. We're just kind of on the hunt for some, I think there's a little stream or a little creek coming up, if I'm not mistaken. Just gonna splash down a little bit. I think we're over 30 degrees already today. Like I was saying, the conditions are pretty weird here for Canada. Usually we get a little rain, but we've had nothing. And of course we had the worst floods, they say, in 100 years this spring, so I guess we got all the water in the winter. And yeah, thanks for watching. Lots of guys watched my last video. That's cool on the 690. I'll definitely be doing a few more. And like I was saying about the anti-lock brake situation, after I made that video, I went on another ride and I got myself in quite a predicament going down some really steep switchbacks. I actually posted it on my Patreon account. If some of you guys are following, I put that video on there. The anti-lock brakes were, and this is before I knew you could turn them off. The anti-lock brakes, like the wheels wouldn't stop spinning, you know what I mean? Like as hard as you squished the brakes. So yeah, there was like 2 major cliffs I just about went off of. So thank goodness I got it under control. But yeah, it's, well, my first lesson. I might be a decent rider, but you know, some of the computer technology stuff, when it takes control at the wrong time. But yeah, so I posted that up over there. But now, yeah, anyways, so now I learned that you can, all you do is hold down there, there's a little ABS button here. You can also get the dongle thing. Yeah, there is water too. You get the little dongle, it's probably just like a switch, you can shut it on and off, but this seems to work pretty good. I can just hold the button down and it'll disable it completely, so that's awesome. So you have the benefit of having ABS, or you can shut it right off. You can also switch it from front to back too, so if you like just want it on the back, which is a pretty cool idea because most of your braking is on the front anyways, I suppose. So yeah, well, like I was saying a minute ago, those floods, holy moly, it hasn't done this, and I've never seen it do this. Normally the road's straight across here, so you can imagine the amount of water they had coming down here. That's just crazy. Like, wow, like really crazy. Yeah, they definitely had some water. Wow. This is pretty crazy. I'm actually, this used to be road. I guess it turned into river. That's crazy how much water must have come down there in a hurry. It actually diverted in a couple places where I live. It was coming through farmers, you know, down their orchards and coming out everywheres. A couple of my buddies were evacuated because they had like a couple feet of water in their basement. That's a nice, I think I saw a photo opportunity. Oh, there might be another one here. I like boulders. Holy cramoly. Look at the, you gotta be kidding me. Wow, that was road. I can't believe it, I'm actually speechless right now. So you guys remember my downhill, I can't remember what episode in my learning to ride videos, how I said you should walk some of the sections first. Well, that 690's 300 pounds, so I don't really want to be lugging it around if I happen to get stuck in here. But I think so far we got a bit of a route here, so I think I'll give it, yeah, I think we can sneak through on the side there. That just blows my mind. I think I'm going to set my camera up and get some shots coming through here because it will look really cool. Oh my goodness, you know what will be cool? Hard enduro riding at the 300. Heck yeah, we're gonna. I think I found my section to do my hard enduro video. I'd like to set my camera down like my click camera, not my take some photos. So I'd like to put my tripod down there somewhere facing up. So I got to run down there with the tripod, set that up, and hit the go button so it's clicking. Then I'm going to run back to my bike. Otherwise you end up with about 8 million pictures that are no good. And yeah, that's how I get those. It's pretty fun and I enjoy it, and it's one way to stay in shape. So yeah, I'll go set that up and we'll see what we can get from that. So wish me luck on this one, guys. This is a little this cliff is a little sketchy because I can't really get in there. There we go. All right. So my camera's over there clicking away on this sketchy. We're definitely taking things easy because I don't have any, like no dash plate on the bottom yet. See the camera clicking away right there. Definitely a little sketchy spot. You see, I thought ahead of that camera so that I could reach over and do this. Shut it off. Okay, here's where you don't want a low side. Beautiful. It's always sketchy when you got a nice shiny new bike. No protective stuff on it yet. Actually, that went pretty good. Except we gotta go back and get the camera. Yeah, that was pretty interesting. It's always funny when you add 50 pounds or 75 pounds to a motorcycle. It always makes everything a lot more interesting. And when it's plus 30 or 35 degrees out, lifting these bigger bikes is not really, it's not really on my agenda. But that back there, that is actually a good example of why, for my situation, an 1190, the bigger adventure bikes just wouldn't work. Like if I'm out here alone, I don't really want to be, laying with the bike half on me, or I can't even lift it. So enter the 690. It basically is a miniature 1190, so that's awesome. Well, let's continue on and see if I can't find this shed that I'm looking for. They're a little old cabin kinda. Actually, I just realized there is one section I gotta cross, because the river it's actually down in the valley right beside me. It's not far, but it sweeps back across again. Yeah, I have a feeling that may be super sketchy. I'll come back at you guys here in a minute when we get down there. So I just switched on my camera. I thought I'd take you guys with me and we'll both experience. I haven't been down there yet, so wish me luck. It's either going to be minor or major crossing. There's no water, but it could be crazy big hole or a ditch. This is kind of a sketchy spot too if you're not, well, the quads have been through here quite a bit lately, but normally it's just, you know, straight down. Let's see what we got to deal with here. Oh boy. Oh, they've been going through there, thank goodness. Holy moly. Yeah, that was normally just a tiny creek or whatever you want to call it. Still a little sketchy. So for stuff like this, you guys, I'd line it up first before you went flying at it. Whoa, look at that. That's like Beetlejuice. Woohoo! Drop off that. That could be challenging on the 300 though, trying to get up that. Huh, loving that. Okay, well that wasn't so bad. Almost bad, but crisis averted, I guess. So yeah, I got a little off course here. Pretty much need a city block to turn this bike around though. That's all good. It's within my abilities. We're on the lookout for anything cool. It's pretty much around every corner, really. I see my little deal here. See that little road coming up to the right? Right there, and I think that looks like a picture of a cabin. I can't remember. I think I marked it before. So that's right here. These GPSs, you guys, I just love them. I know they can fail. You should, actually that's not the road. It's the next right. Yeah, I just love them. I know that they can fail and that. So if I'm going somewhere's really far, like, you know, I'm going to be deep in the woods, I've got a couple other ones as well, and they're a little smaller. They just throw them in the backpack. That way, if you did lose one or you break it, you don't have to guess your way home. Yeah, another road coming up here pretty quick. So yeah, I found my little... Oh wow, apparently someone's staying up here. That would be tough to get in here, holy. Yeah, there's a bit of an old cabin. So we better not hang around here too much if it's, I didn't see no signs. Maybe this is someone's property. I couldn't really tell you, to be honest, because we're in the middle of nowhere. So here's the kind of hill, you guys, that can benefit, you know, some of the inexperienced riders, like with the anti-lock brakes. This is the type of situation where it can actually benefit you because it's super, super dry. Like, holy moly, I barely grabbed traction. That's unreal. But that's the kind of situation where that hill is quite steep, and you know, your anti-lock brakes are going to help you there because it's not real sketchy, but it is steep and loose. So like my rear one's pretty much on the whole time. See, it's clicking away. So it's actually helping, you know, help you from locking up the front tire and the rear tire. So yeah, that's a winning situation there, in my opinion. That's kind of cool. Not much of a river now, but there was definitely one raging through here. Look at how inviting that little bit of water looks. Splash your head under. Very cool. Bike's running awesome. Can't wait to get some of my goodies I got coming, especially my bash plate, and I just threw my cheap bags on. You know, I got some, you know, generic saddlebags. They were off my big XR. So I just threw those on for now. It's sure nice to not have a backpack on. Yeah, I think I'll have a little snack, dunk my head, and call it a day. Woohoo! So here's an interesting factoid. Now that I know how to shut off or disable the ABS, hold it down for 3 seconds and it'll start to flash. Check this out. Yeah, see there so it's flashing. ABS is disabled, which means the fun starts for HEDDLETOWN. So it's got wicked brakes and wicked suspension. That means only one thing. Yep, I'll be able to nose wheelie this thing pretty wicked. So for the people that aren't familiar, nose wheelie is basically a wheelie on the front tire. I got a how-to on my in one of the playlists. If you go to learning videos, I did one actually fairly recently on how to do that. But of course that was on a nice light little 300, my little enduro bike. But this thing, once we get some wet weather, you can see how dry and nasty the dirt, there's not that great traction when it's like this. But once we start getting into the rain and that, I'm going to start up with the how-to videos again. I've just been waiting for the temperatures to cool down. We're well into the 30s here, it seems like, for 2 months. So that makes for terrible filming, and just the dust alone, it just doesn't make a very good picture, and it's horrible filming. So I'll be back into those here in the fall, probably another month or so. I just went whipping by this tree. I should show you guys. For a long time it was known as being one of the biggest trees in the area. Of course it's dead now, but it was, I don't know, I can't remember the story on it, to be honest. I think it was one of the biggest of its variety. I can't remember what kind it is. It's some kind of pine tree, I believe. But it was known as being the biggest in my area for years. Pretty cool looking tree. It's definitely big, hey? Holy. So yeah, I thought I'd show you guys that. That throttle thing's cool too. I was looking, there's no throttle cable coming out. I was like, what the heck? I've never seen a bike with no throttle cable before. I guess it's fly-by-wire. That explains why it's so smooth. You could literally, do it with your pinky. It's so easy. So yeah, it must be a wire going to the fuel injection or something. Yeah, but it's sure smooth throttle, which makes you think that the bike is extra smooth just because when you're turning it, it's like greased or something. It's so smooth. But yeah, I'm wrapping up this video here, you guys. I appreciate everybody watching. I'm going to try and find my way out of here. Definitely drop a comment, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, definitely do that. I've got some cool stuff. Check out the playlists below. I do like a little, enduro riding lessons and things like that, so check out the links in the description to some of my social media. I got all kinds of stuff in there. There's ways to chip in and buy me a beer and things like that, so yeah, check it out. I appreciate you guys watching, and I will definitely be back for more.